What's up guys, welcome back to another Duel Masters video. Today I'm going to be showing off the deck that I've actually had a lot of fun playing with and against. This is a Light Nature Beast Folk deck that runs Mysterious and the classics like Holy Orb, but also some Evos and stuff like that. So let's get right into it. So this is actually a deck that uh, my boyfriend plays a lot with, so I'm really excited to show this. Usually the deck he plays whenever we play against each other. So pretty excited to show it off. So let's get right into it. First off, we are running playset. He's running playset of Laura Giga Sky Guardian. So this is mainly to get in there early to get a good block in the early game, but also to evolve into Lava Gear, so you can deal with some blockers if you get that out. Speaking of Lava Gear, we have two of those. It's two Lava Gears, and this is mainly to deal with some blockers that might get in your way, so you can evolve this onto La Uragiga or some of the other guardians that are in the deck, which we'll get into later. Really annoying card and deals with just any amount of blockers. So if you have a blocker where you can just tap all them down and just go in for shields or finish the game if you're in late game. Two Magrets, draw power, but also we don't have access to water, so we do need a little bit of draw power. And the two Magrets is real nice because it does the same job as Aqua Hawk, just turn later. Because it has 3k power, it survives a lot of the early, removal, Crimson Hammer, Phantom Dragon's Flame, First Shot, stuff like that. So pretty nice. Next we have 3 Colon, the Oracle, and just a very efficient shield trigger. Puts a body on the board and it taps down a creature. It's very good with things like Quixotic because you can play this guy, taps down a creature, Quixotic gets plus 3000 power, and then it can kill the creature that you tap down. So also because it's one of the better shield triggers that you can be running in like a light deck, so it's pretty good. Then we have Misrias running a full playset. Again, we are not playing any water, so this is our source of draw power. The reason why this card is really good is because you can curve into it um, of Bronze-Arm Tribe, so you can be turn 3 Bronze-Arm Tribe, turn 4 Misrias, and this is whenever a creature enters the battle zone, you get to draw a card. So it's anywhere from the opponent and you. So really strong card. It can really net you some nice card advantage, and it's also just a body. Also, it is a guardian, so you can evolve it onto to Lava Gear. Lava Gear, if you need to upgrade it, if you draw enough cards, you can just upgrade it into a Lava Gear, evolve it, and then you get to go in for shields and tap all the blockers down, or just kill all the blockers that you tap them down. It's your choice really. One Petrova. I own 3 Petrovas, and my last one, the 2 others actually, is in my Liquid People deck. So this is the last one I have. This deck could definitely use another Petrova, but I think one is definitely better than none. So that's why we're running it. Just you play it, you buff all your Beast Folk or your Guardians or whatever. Usually say Beast Folk, and they get plus 4000 power. And that's all Beast Folk. That's also the opponent, so you have to be careful with it. It also says that if the opponent is going to choose a creature, he can't choose this one. So it's basically got like hexproof or hexproof if you want to be like a magic nerd. Next up, playset a Holy Awe. Playset a Holy Awe. There you go. 3 is definitely a lot to play, but 4 is I think a good number for this deck because it doesn't run a lot of shield triggers without it. So this is just really devastating to hit early on, or just it can save you from dying. You can tap down your opponent's board and go in for shields. This is a very aggressive deck, so it just wants to do that. So yeah, Holy Awe, very nice. There we go. Next up, we're going into the nature section. That was 20 light cards already, so we got 20 nature cards to go through. First off, we got 3 Torkon, the Brave, as some people want to call him, Torkon the Brave. He is 2 mana 1k shield trigger, Beast Folk, so if he's in your shields, he's nice because he can come in and you can evolve him into different evolutions, and he can also just like get buffed by Petrova, and he's just also a body on the field, so he can actually trade with things, or he can go in for shields, or just be a presence. And really annoying card, and he's pretty much running every Beast Folk deck just because he's pretty nice because you don't really have to like keep him like that. You can buff him in different ways, so or evolve him into something else that is more useful when he comes into play. So very nice. For Adventure Ball, much the same. 2 mana, 1k, and it gets plus 2000 power attacker. So when it attacks, you get plus 2 power. So pretty good. it is just one of the better like cheap beast folks you can play. Um, Obviously he's not the best. There's definitely better beast folk you can play than him, but I don't own anything better. Well, I do, but I only have three of those. So actually, let's get into that so I can tell you what it does. Three Quixotic Hero Swine Snouts. I only have three of these, so this is the only like card I have. Only three versions I have of this. I wish I had a playset, but definitely in the future I'll try to get a playset of this. But for now we just have the three of them. So not too bad, but again not the best. I wish I had a playset. If you don't know what this guy does, he is just a 2 mana 1k, and whenever a creature enters, he gets plus 3000 power on end of turn. So, and that's any creature on both sides. And again, it just doesn't stop. So you can, if two creatures enters, he's like a 7k. Kind of insane. Obviously, enter on your turn, but he can just trade. That's why he's so good with Colon, because you can tap down a creature and then just like kill the creature with Quixotic that you played like a few turns earlier. So very nice. Then we have the main card of the deck, I say, for Bark Whips. Now, the problem with Bark Whip is obviously if you put them on a creature and dies, you lose two creatures for one. But because this deck runs Mesrias, you can be really annoying. You can like Bark Whip like twice in a turn on two different beast folks and draw like two cards of Mesrias. Again, this deck is very aggressive, so usually you have enough card advantage to where losing Bark Whip or just playing Bark Whip isn't really that much of a tempo loss. It's actually more of a tempo gain because again he's a 2 mana 5k that when he's tapped he buffs all your other beast folk. Super fast, super aggressive, like gets in there, gets work done. So, and because we have so much Evo bait for him, it's just no brainer not to run for. So, at least in my opinion, at least. So, next cards, we're almost done with this deck actually. Next card is for Bronze Arms. Of course, we're running Bronze Arms, so we can ramp into Mysterious or into Petrova. Again, he's very good with some of the other beast folk in here, but he's also just good at ramping into the turn 5 because you can play things like um, a beast folk, like a 2-drop, a lava gear, your 1-drop, or you can like play another bronze arm into maybe like another not something else, So he's quite good. Very strong card, and definitely should be running almost every niche state that you can. Finally, two natural snares. I only own two of these, so this is the only two I can play. But maybe I should play a third one. A third one would definitely help a lot. But the two is all again better than none. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. I will show you the whole deck list here. Again, this is the deck that my boyfriend usually plays when we play the game. So uh, pretty cool. I definitely say that it's one of my favorites to play with and against. I just think it's really strong. It actually doesn't look that strong when you look at the cards, but it's actually really powerful. Even though it plays a lot of kind of the more simple cards that you get from like some earlier sets, and you can pretty much build it pretty easily because it's pretty cheap deck compared to like some of the other decks that I've shown on this channel. But anyway, that's been it for me. Like I said, I will show you the deck list right here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, everyone.